off of the network or wherever you get your films. This is probably a good place to talk about. I don't stream anything. I don't have Netflix or Hulu or any of those other streaming services. I buy DVDs because I want to keep the material. I want it in my house, in my possession, because if I leave it with somebody else, they may decide that I don't need to see that anymore.
Or that you don't need to see a particular scene. Or
I
that you don't
need to see
hear
a particular version of it. Like, for example, had I been thinking clearly, I would have rat-holed an original version of an early DVD of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because George Lucas comes back and decides that we need to see all these stupid-ass monsters walking around in the background of the first film, and I don't want to see all that shit. I want to see the version of it that I went to the theater and saw in 1978, and he's decided I can't see that anymore.
Yeah, I need to see the version where Han shot first. That's the version I need to see.
Yeah. So, anyway, all right, I guess it's my turn. Casino Royale.
Good.
Oh, man, I've watched that thing. I kind of used to think that Skyfall was the better of the 4 or 5 of those. And it may be, but I just like Casino Royale, the first exposure to the Daniel Craig version of James Bond, which is I can't even watch the previous ones. I can't watch Sean Connery play James Bond anymore because Craig was just so damn good in that role.
Yeah, so you got to go way back. If you're going to watch Sean Connery, you got to go way back. But the Daniel Craig version, they're playing him as a dressed up thug, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, he's just a dressed up thug. He's a stone cold killer, and that's what he is, and he's learning along the way, and it really comes across well. It really looks good. Yeah, those are all good films, but the first exposure to him, Casino Royale, that was 2006 or something like that, 2007. It's been a while, and Judi Dench as M. She was perfect, just absolutely perfect, in a fairly difficult role. And the whole damn that whole franchise is good, but the Casino Royale, the first one of those things, it's a disturbing story because of the Vesper Lynd plot. Yeah,
and it's but they handle it real well.
With all the crying about him taking over that role, and then watching how he delivered, it's pretty impressive stuff.
Oh yes, I don't know any. He's far better than Sean Connery was in the role. Yeah. Now maybe that's me just not appreciating Sean Connery, but I
would have to go back and watch. Sean Connery was meaner. I mean, he was a meaner guy.
You're also talking about two completely different time periods. I mean,
yeah, that's what I was saying.
He was edgy then, and Craig is edgy now.
Yeah. But Sean Connery was a meaner guy in the movie. So if you rewatch
he was more cold.
He was cold. It's hard to watch those movies and not see the difference in production values. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're technical movies. Join us this coming Friday on Starting Strength Radio. We are going to talk about the movies again, and what we're going to do this time, it's a little bit different than before. We're going to talk with our friend John Musser about our favorite movies, the ones we watch over and over and over, just so you get a little insight into the twisted personalities of myself and John, and you can write all these down and add to your movie collection, knowing full well that we approve of your decisions, all right? Our favorite movies with John Musser this coming Friday on Starting Strength Radio.